Hi, welcome to Plog Day 56. I'm Lizzie.
I'm Dennis.
And we've decided to only do the plog every couple of days because now we're more in like a routine of doing stuff. We don't have many updates anymore. So before we started doing this, Lex and my dad were really into doing 5k runs. So Zenith decided to show us a different path, which she says is 5k, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they can practice that and get their times down. I've been trying to help Lex with his music things. Mum's been joining in too.
Again, hands up in the air. Land a friend, a hand, side to side.
With the garden.
Here we have our garlic, almost 200 homegrown cloves that I planted out mid-October last year. They'll be ready to harvest in a month or so. On the near side of the front bed there are 5 elephant garlics. You can't see them very clearly here. Something I've only grown once before. And behind them are some overwintered onions which aren't doing particularly well. Here are the first of our broad beans planted out at the end of October. We've actually had more beans than we need since the 20th of April. In fact, we're starting to freeze them. Our second lot of broad beans, we're getting a few beans from these now, and these were planted out sometime in the end of December. No, what have we got here? Oh, these are our third broad beans. That's the third lot. Some leeks here, which are a bit of an experiment. I put the seedlings out in November, and they seem to be doing quite well, although there are some gaps. We've lost a few. Finally, there's a couple of chard plants, if you can see them there. They survived the winter and beginning to give a little crop. So everything in the front garden was planted out last autumn, apart from the third lot of beans. They went out during the lockdown. This is an interesting volunteer. Wheat. I've grown wheat in the past in some overclover experiments, but I don't think I ever grew it here. The back garden is a disaster area. Most of the chard and the French beans have been destroyed by blackbirds and pigeons. The beans were probably put out too early anyway. And I've got more than enough to back up plants which will go out soon, but nevertheless it's a pity. As you'll see, the poles are in place for 16 tomato plants, most of which will be going out next week. So things are taking shape nicely, if a little slowly. And these are the tomato plants.
Anything else to add?
For that Instagram.